Hello, we are Natalia, Mariana, and Annaliese, and today we're gonna do our core activity phase 2. Firstly, a white fabric is cut into 9 pieces, 15 by 15 centimeters each. Each fabric piece is marked on 3 different locations with a black Sharpie. The letters on each place will indicate the test they belong to, the detergent that will be used, and where each stain will be located. C represents the control group, T1 represents test 1, T2 test 2, A Ariel detergent, G great value detergent, and L Limpias, the biodegradable detergent. The stains are now poured into the assigned location marked by the black Sharpie marker. M represents the mud stain, W the red wine stain, and S the blue Sharpie stain. This process is repeated for all fabric pieces where each stain will be located on the same place and will have the same quantity in each fabric piece. A wait of 24 hours is required to let the stains dry. And here are the fabric pieces after 24 hours. Now, the control group will take place. Firstly, a piece of fabric from the control group is taken. It is put on the concrete washboard and wetted until it is completely moist with water at the temperature that comes out of the cold faucet. Following, a tablespoon of the first cleaning product, in this case the biodegradable detergent Limpias, is added to the wet fabric. The fabric is turned over with the stains facing downward and firmly scrubbed using both hands against the concrete washboard 50 times. Following this, the fabric is rinsed using faucet water. And then, the fabric piece is wringed until no more water comes out. The fabric is extended back into its original square shape and set aside. This procedure is repeated with the remaining 2 cleaning products chosen, in this case, Ariel and Great Value as the non-biodegradable detergents. And that was a control group. Now test 1, also known as the soaking then washing method, will take place. The fabrics that belong to test 1 will be used. Then 3 solutions are prepared, each containing 2 tablespoons of each detergent and 500 milliliters of hot faucet water. Each solution with a different detergent will take place in 3 different medium-sized containers. 1 piece of fabric will go in each solution depending to the detergent they correspond with based on the letter with the black Sharpie marker. And then the fabric pieces are soaked for 2 hours. After 2 hours have passed, each of the fabric pieces will be removed from each of the solutions. Then the fabrics are turned over with the stains facing downward and firmly scrubbed using both hands against the concrete washboard 50 times. The time lapse represents the 50 scrubs on each of the fabric pieces. Then all the fabric pieces are rinsed using cold faucet water. And all of the pieces of fabric are wringed until no more water comes out. The fabric pieces are extended back into their original square shape and set aside. And that was the soaking then washing method. Finally, test 2, also known as the brushing method, will take place. The fabrics that belong to test 2 will be used. The fabric pieces are placed on the concrete washboard. Then, the pieces of fabric are wetted until completely moist with cold faucet water. Then, a tablespoon of each detergent is added to each wet fabric, according to the letters that were placed with a black Sharpie marker. Following, the fabric pieces are turned over with the stains facing downward. Then, each of the stains in each of the fabric pieces will be firmly brushed with a thick brush 15 times. The same process is applied to all fabric pieces. Then, the pieces of fabric are rinsed using cold faucet water. And each of the fabric pieces are ringed, making sure that no more water comes out. The fabrics are then extended into their original square shape and set aside. And that was the end of the brushing method and all of the tests. It's time for the results. In the control group, it can be observed that the best detergent was limpiest and that the stain that vanished the most was the red wine stain. In test 1, it can be observed that the best detergent was limpiest and that the stain that vanished the most was the red wine stain. And in test 2, the stain that vanished the most was the red wine and the detergent that worked best was Ariel. And this was our core activity phase 2 with all the experiments presented. Thank you so much for watching.